Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder Adventures, and it's time to try to close out the Fortress of the Stone Giants. Now, in the original version of this scenario, the henchmen are undead and zombies, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. And then there's this rule, which is that if you defeat a henchman, but you don't close the location, you actually shuffle the henchman back in, which is a really good thing. That's actually a bonus, because it means that you have a chance to find the henchman again and have another chance at closing the location without having to empty out the deck, which in a 6-player game basically means that, you know, usually as we've seen, if we don't close the location after defeating the henchman, that location has to end up being temporarily closed. Now, on Legendary, this is the third time in this adventure that this scrolly bar doesn't go down far enough, so I don't know what the other rule is, but I'm pretty sure there is one. I know it's never a no change sort of situation, so I just can't wait to see what that is. What do we got here? Yes, of course. So the villain is harder the more undead you defeat. Got it. We got this retaliation, which is a blank, and God, these things, I'm so done with these things, these fucking night belly boas. Gotta hate them. Okay. So the villain is not generic. The villain has a couple of very relevant factors. First of all, he has 2 combat checks, and these are harder for all the undead that we defeat. This can be just numerically a very difficult monster to beat. On top of that, there's this pretty difficult check that actually causes you to bury cards and reset your hand if you fail it. Just pretty big problem. Resetting the hand is obviously good. It means you get to draw back up to your hand size. But obviously, if you're reliant on having a certain card in the check, that can be a real problem. It can also, as we've seen before previously, it also has the potential to kill you. So fighting this villain with like an empty deck or not enough cards to reset your hand can cause you to fail, and I've definitely done that before. On top of that, you have to make sure that your check does not have the fire trait, because if you do, then you take a penalty on each die rolled, which is definitely a problem. Then we got the Headless Lord, which is slightly generic. There is this thing where, you know, everybody there has to fight an ancient skeleton that are harder by 6. One problem with this, of course, is that that's more undead monsters that have been defeated, which can make the villain more difficult, so that's not particularly generic. This thing deals damage to you if you hit him with the melee traits, if you killed him with a weapon, and the damage is irreducible, so you have to be a little bit careful with that. And then these guys are more or less generic, other than the fact that in this particular scenario they are undead zombies, so they attribute to the villain being harder in the end. Oh boy, I'm seeing some serious juttage. Okay, well, Sela likes to go to the Shrine of Lamish too, so she's definitely going to go there, and then it's going to be a long way out. Now what that means is that I want to have... Oh god, do I want to have... I was thinking I could have a Miri here ready to pull her, but this is not where I want to go with a Miri, I don't think. Okay, well, Kira's going to the temple. That's an easy one, because she can do pretty well there. Now that she got a skill feat in wisdom, she is fairly likely to pick up blessings and get to keep exploring. There's a new location here, the library. Ooh, when you acquire a spell, end your turn, the closing is banishing a spell. Oh man, that's pretty sweet. Well, normally I was going to put Sione here at the prison for her charisma, but Sela's got good charisma too. I'm going to put her here, so that she can get rid of one of her spells and maybe upgrade it. And then I'm going to put Ezrin at the Thessalonian Dungeon, which is his jam. Amiri's going to go here, which is nice. It's a jutting area, and she's the best at closing it. And then Harsk likes to go to these deeper dungeons with the Constitution check. I guess this is actually one of the scenarios where it's all kind of okay. I'm a little bit concerned about this long edge, but we do have a stride and a haste. Unfortunately, Sione did get rid of one of her strides in place for a teleport, which... I'm not sure if it's going to be useful. I really wish you could use teleport on people in other locations. But anyway, we'll see. This will be a little bit of a test run to see how good teleport really is. Okay, so let's start. And scout. Florp, it's an ambush. Okay. Well, there's a 1 in 5 chance of finding the henchman with this, which is pretty low, because there's that extra night belly boa in here. But I got a weapon. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna freaking do it. It's fine. I mean, I guess I could try to succeed at this. Hold up. Should I try to succeed? This is highlighted, but that is a lie because that will give me a dexterity bonus, and I don't want to be doing it off of dexterity. Okay. So let's flip a card. Let's give this a mild shot, I guess. So Blessing of Iomedae is always rechargeable, but it's rechargeable now, which doesn't change anything. Anybody got a double wisdom by any chance? Nope, nope. Nope. There's a fox. This is a good time to use the fox drill. Let's do the fox right there. And then Sela can recharge her own blessing. Kira's blessings are rechargeable. I guess we're just gonna go all in on this. Let's make it happen. Okay, so this way we get an extra exploration, which is not really much worse than the fight against the monster, just because, you know, the frickin' monster was not likely to be the henchman. Okay, so I take 2 damage, which is annoying. This is a bit of a tough situation because I would like to keep the armor on hand since there is that one henchman that deals the damage, but it's not worth it. So let's go ahead and discard it, and I guess I don't need this troubadour that much. Now for this, I'm definitely going to flip a card to pick up the blessing. Sucks that I lost Major Cure, but I didn't really need it yet. I have another cure in my deck now. And I'm going to recharge Pallegina to get a card back, I think. And hang on to these blessings. I don't know if I need to go super crazy. I got a free extra explorer. I'm Sela, so I'm going to get more explorers. God damn it, I hate these boas! Oh, God, what a waste. So I'm going to waste my next turn scouting, too. Unless maybe someone got scrying? Come on! No! Damn it. No scrying. And I don't think anybody can get over there. Yeah, there's no one can get over here to fight that monster in place of Sela. Well, Harsk maybe could. Do I have, like, stride? I have haste, but I don't want to do haste to move. Damn it. Alright, so her scouting is just going to get wasted. Okay, so anyway, Amiri's up. It's time to stop whining. Let's go ahead and explore. It's this thing, which could be useful, I guess, against some of the enemies. And now, I think I'm just going to pop my spyglass. See what's coming next. Death Web, the web that eats. With 2 monsters on top, I'm really quite tempted to just wait for scrying. The question is, do I have anything to do in the meantime? Well, yeah, I can go to this cave and get to work on that. Of course, the cave, the problem with the cave is that I can't just leave. But she can make a Constitution or Fortitude 6 check pretty easily, right? Does she have the Fortitude skill? She doesn't. But she can do a D10 and then bury a card for another D10 plus 1. So, it's tempting. I mean, it's just so tempting to wait for scrying and move those monsters to the bottom instead of having to fight them. Let's try that. So, I guess I'm going to stay where I am. That way, if somebody stumbles into the villain, I can temp close this and not move those monsters. But I do want to, oh god, I didn't press my reset button. Damn it, I wanted to get rid of, recharge one of my armors. Well, whatever. So there's a zombie. I don't think I need to do anything super fancy. I drew all my combat spells here, so, yep. There's that. What am I hoping to draw? Well, I'd always like to draw an augury. That'd be nice. I don't think Ezran has scrying. There's another combat spell. Man, maybe I can cut one of these combat spells. Ooh, that's perfect. I got my spell with my spell book, and then I use the Thessalonian Dungeons draw to get an ally, which I wouldn't have been able to get normally. That is fantastic. And do I use him now, or do I just go forward with haste? Oh my god, I actually took the damage. Jeez. You know what? I'm going to get rid of a spell here. The reason is that the Sahedron Medallion can be useful against that one henchman, and I just don't need that spell. Do I want to do this to do a spyglass? Let's do it. Let's do a super spyglass here. What's going on here? All right, there's the henchman. Is this a good one? Nope. And is this... No, it's not good. Okay, so we're just going to fight the henchman, I guess. And I am okay with this because I've got so many combat spells. It's fine. Let's see. Do I use my sage here or do I use haste? Haste would give me a draw, which I don't really need, so I'm going to use the Sage, because I don't think I'm going to need the Sage ever in this scenario. And that would let me use Haste maybe to move if I need to. Okay, let's go ahead and use a Lightning Bolt. Wait a minute, it says before you act each... Oh, it's each other character! Oh, not each character, it's each other character. Okay, I did not see that. Whoops! Well, alright then. I guess I don't have to fight an ancient skeleton henchman. I just myrtleate this thing. And, you know, it is a shame I didn't get to see any of the spells in this place except for the Detect Evil. Obviously, I'm always hoping to get some new spells, but there is a chance that I will be able to get oh god, can I do this, please? Please let me do this. Okay, there is a chance that maybe Sione will get to ditch a bad spell and get a new one. Why am I getting an armor? Oh god, why did that happen? I actually don't know why that happened. Well, it happened, so was there maybe some text on the thing where it draws you an armor or some scenario rule? I don't know, but whatever, I got this piece of junk. This actually is relevant in this particular scenario because there is that one henchman that does fire damage. Now let's see. Sione is there. Oh, but Ezran sucks at making the Constitution or Fortitude check to get out of there. Oh, lame. That's going to be a tough one. Well, shoot. If only he had teleport, he could teleport himself over there. But we'll just have to deal with it, I guess. So I'm not going to haste because I can't get out of there anyways, and I don't really want to spend the blessings on it. Restoration. This is a decent spell, although I haven't been that jazzed about it, so I'm just going to let it go. Letting someone draw 2 cards is nifty, but it just doesn't ever feel like that incredible. Alright, I'm going to hang on to Scorching Ray, because that's what I'm going to banish to this location. If I were to find the henchman. We got the Siren, which is definitely annoying. So I need Wisdom Blessings. I'm pretty sure I don't have any. Nope. Nope. And I also don't have any Norgorgerbers or Lemashtus. So how many Wisdoms do I need? Can someone help besides Blessings? No. Okay. Well, I guess this is a rechargeable one, so I'll use it. I guess Amiri can use one. 93%. Is that good enough? How bad is it if I fail? I lose all these blessings. Yeah, let's spend one of your own blessings. Make sure that this actually goes down. Of course, any 2 of those 4 dice would have done it, but what are you going to do? Okay, so she did that. She might take a fire damage. Okay, getting a little bit unlucky here, actually. Little bit unlucky. And I block it right! Oh god, she actually blocks it because it's fire damage, so it's blocked. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to spend a blessing to explore because I have Papa Xantus and I want to use him up. This thing is not that great. I don't care that much, though, if I pick it up, because I can cast it. It's a divine spell, and it will get banished. So I can just, it's very easy to use. I can just use it on any check. And then, yeah, my turn ended because I picked up a spell, if you're wondering why it stopped so suddenly. There is the wrong henchman. My god, I hate these Nightbelly Boas so much. It's ridiculous. I spent both of my rechargeable blessings helping other people out, so I don't get to go again. I am gonna just discard. Let's see, what do I discard? Oh, I'm definitely gonna get rid of this armor. I'm gonna discard, I think, the Dog Slicer, because the Flaming Mace could be useful for certain enemies. I just never care about the Dog Slicer. There's Augury, which is nice. Harsk. Let me think about this. Well, let's go first, then Spyglass. There's a Door Spike. That's an annoying one. Did somebody just pick up a Dexterity Blessing, though? Oh, there's the Wisdom Blessing I needed. Oh, there. Let's do Improved Aid right here. Just waste this thing. Close it off. Now let's pop the Spyglass. And there's a henchman, which is nice. I think yeah, let's hurry it up, shall we? I don't think there's any particular value to sticking around here, is there? Not that I can see. Yeah, I'll spend a blessing to go again and fight this guy. So we're gonna use a Black Arrow Longbow because this gives an extra D8 versus giants, which is nice. Now, can I help you out somehow? Yes, let's go ahead and play Poog for the +3. That should bring it up to close to 100. I actually would have failed without Poog, and I rolled almost minimum. The only way that I could have possibly failed is if I rolled all 1s, and I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2. That was crazy. Okay, so let's close this place up. Do you have one of your Sarin Rays? No, you have the Dexterity one. Gee, that's annoying. Okay. Anybody got a closing? Nope. All right. Melee. Oh, wait, that's Fortitude. Oh, my God, yes! Yes! Oh, yes, that was great. Good and old Caden Kalian. Now, I'm about to reset my hand, so I might as well play the Eagle. Note that with these cards that go on top of your deck, there's absolutely no reason not to use them at the end of your turn if you're just about to draw. So what do I want to look at here? I guess I'll look at the Cave, because why? I don't know why. I don't know what the poor purpose really is of anything, so let's just look at the Cave. It's the Henchman. Well, that's actually really good to know, because that tells me that Amiri should definitely go there and close that place. Then Ezrin can pass through, which is really useful. Ooh, Crown of Charisma's nice. That means he can go close the prison. That is good to know. There's a henchman on top, so there's no point scouting. Fucking night bellies. Alright, let's reveal this. Let's flip a card. I've got a cure, so I don't care if it goes in my discard. 98% with a reroll seems fine. And gee, that was close. Okay, now do I spend a blessing to go again? If I find another blessing, if I run into another blessing here, I'll have to discard my other 2 blessings, basically, and then cast Cure. Kind of annoying if that happens, to be totally honest with you. But let's chance it. Come on, no blessing? It's a blessing. Alright, great. Well, at least it's a good one. Wait, is it a good one? Yeah, 2 dice to non-combat wisdom. I've actually wanted to get more of these Shellens. They've been coming up more than I expected, so this should be a guarantee. With my bonuses. No, not quite, but I only fail 1 time out of 60 if I roll Snake Eyes. Okay, so now my discard pile is pretty darn full. Let's cast Cure and get back 2 of those cards. Oh, 3 of the cards. Wow, what a special day. And did I get back my healing card? I did not. I didn't get back either of my healing cards, in fact. So I definitely want to save this Cure if I can, because it's my last healing item, and I just barely get it, so thank you to that power feat that gave me that +1 on the d6, and I'm not going to use this to go again because I don't want to find another blessing. Of course it was a Wyvern. Okay, so that's again wasting my scouting potential. I've utterly failed to do any scouting with Sela here, which is a bit alarming. So there's those rats there. Sione needs to get scrying. She still hasn't. I also forgot to do Papa... I didn't forget to. I found a spell, and then I couldn't do Papa Xantus. Okay, so... Anyway, because I know there's a henchman here, thanks to the Eagles of Mordor, I can go here and close this place. Now, unfortunately, Ezrin is going to end up wasting a turn. Because Ezrin can just move, but then he can't do anything else. So I'm going to... do I shoot an arrow? I don't need, like, the dagger and the Deathbane crossbow, so I can hang on to these armors. And the nice thing is I can actually bury a card now for the survival check, so no one has to spend a blessing on this, which is really cool. What is this right here? Is this a Shallon? Oh, it's Caden Kalian. Okay, so not the one that Sela just picked up. Let's go ahead and bury the Elven Chain Shirt. Guaranteed. That is so useful. Man, I put Amiri in the meh category. I was like, it's kind of okay, but nothing I'd spend gold on. But that has been damned helpful. I just remembered! Amiri! Of course, she can pull Ezrin over here. Yes, now Ezrin can go join Sione at the Thessalonian Library. Bingo! Bada dingo. Alright, so I'm really hoping that we don't find the villain. If I do find the villain, though, I can actually Medusa Mask. Oh, this is perfect. This could not be any better. Alright, let's do this. That's not the villain. It's Forge Fiend. Alright, well, luckily, I'm not going to take any fire damage, because this is definitely not going to have the melee trait. So other than that, he's just a generic dude. So let's go ahead and pop a lightning bolt here. I guess Harsk can shoot another arrow. And, well, these blessings would be nice. The crown is nice if he's going to go close the other location. So maybe I will just use the Orb of Fire. 95. You know, I'm not super thrilled about that 95. Okay, let's try this one more time. What if I used Force Bolt to get that extra +2? And then the Orb of Fire. 98. Okay, that's a lot better. Much happier about that. And I have to banish a spell. Okay, I'm not... Oh, that's actually... Interesting. Well, okay, let's draw it. And I gotta now think about what I'm gonna do. So I have to banish a spell to close this place. Got a couple of options here. I could always, of course, banish haste and pick it back up. I haven't found any spells. There are spells in the temple that Kira might end up getting, but Sione found only one spell, and she banished it by casting it because it was divine. So if I find any more spells, I won't be able to get whatever spell I banish back. I definitely don't want to lose haste. It's so useful. Well, haste is strictly better than stride, so it definitely doesn't make any sense to banish haste. Lightning bolt, not the end of the world. I mean, it sucks to lose this because I do have, but the thing is, I do have so many combat spells that getting rid of one wouldn't be the end of the world. It just sucks that I'd be getting rid of one of my good ones. Let's get rid of Stride. And hopefully I don't pick up any more spells, or if I do, I pick up better ones. Okay, so now I can move people around with haste. Actually, I could have Harsk come in here to the shrine. That way Sela could have a chance of scouting. I don't think I need extra explorers that much. Honestly, I think we're doing okay here. We've already closed 4 locations in less than a third of the time because the henchmen were pretty close to the top. So yeah, I'm going to just haste Harsk to the prison. And then you can go to the Shrine of Lamashtu before Sela's turn. And perhaps, take off that monster so that she can get an opportunity to use her scouting ability. She's been kind of cock-blocked from it all the livelong day. Okay, so let's recharge, or try to recharge all this stuff. If you're noticing, by the way, that my recharges have been pretty bad, that is not a coincidence. That is because Scholarly Ezrin is missing one arcane power. Now I have to think about what to do with Sione. So obviously the temple is an option, but the thing is, once the temple is closed, we're going to have 3 people here that are far away from anything else. So moving her over, even though it means wasting a turn, might be my best plan. Now obviously I messed up. I shouldn't have moved Harsk, because Harsk could have gotten here by himself. And yes, I miss out on Sela's scouting, but I'm also now missing out on an entire turn from Sione, which is unfortunate. But go to the temple, I could have her go there, which is not a bad place for her to go. That way Kira's not here by herself, but the temple should really go pretty darn fast. Kira's got a handful of blessings and a golem, and on top of that, any additional blessing that she finds she can explore with. She shouldn't need more than 2 turns or 3 turns at the outside to get through that place. So yeah, I'm going to just accept that I made a mistake. I'm going to go here and waste a turn, unfortunately. And I will cast Papa Xantus to get 2 cards back, because that's all I ever get, and we're done. All right, there's Augury. That'll be nice to use next turn. Now, Augury here's a bit weird. I'm going to just go, and then I'm going to Augury later. Having only a basically 1 in 10 chance of finding anything here seems, or it's not 1 in 10, 3 in 10 seems kind of silly. All right, Serenade, this would be really good to pick up, actually, because this is a rechargeable one. 80% odds is pretty good. Spending a blessing to get a blessing normally is weak, but I actually really want this blessing. And there's a 50-50 chance that the blessing I spent did just make a difference right there. Okay. I'm not that excited about the golem here because he's just going to blow the blessing up, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, let's do this one, which should be a rechargeable one. Yep. So this is just a regular blessing, 90% odds of getting it. And intelligence is not that useful, so I'm just going to immediately discard it to go again. The main problem that can happen is if I find the villain, I'm going to regret it. Because then I'm going to have to end up fighting the villain, and Kira's not my best villain fighter, but there's only a 50-50, or 1 in 4 chance that the villain's in here. Now this would be a nice one to get. What is this? Oh wait, this one's terrible. Craft, Diplomacy. God, these are terrible. Oh, I hate these. I'm almost not even mad that I didn't pick it up. Okay. This golem, now I've gotten through most of the blessings, so I don't mind using the golem as much. Longbow, yeah, don't care. Now I've got a 50-50 chance of finding the villain or henchman here, so now I'll take it. Alright, we got Swipe, which I actually would love to have, so I'm sad that it's getting shuffled. And I didn't find out whether this is the villain or the henchman in here. So all in all, that was an unfortunate augury. But I should really only need like 1 more turn to get through this. Especially now that I got some more blessings, and Harsk is up. Okay, well, that was... I bought at too high of a price, but Harsk will go here now and fight this monster. So this is just a dragon, so neither of both. Let's see, what is this? Strength die +2 or D8 +1. So let's go for the higher minimum, I think. And we got a Yabba Dabba Dingle Dongle, which she did not succeed at picking up. Shalala can give her an extra D4. Sure, let's do that. And then this is whatever. Who's gonna spend a blessing? I guess Kira's got a bunch of them. Let's go ahead and pop 1 more on there. Take that wyvern down. Ooh, lots of 1s coming up here. I'm not super thrilled about it, but I'm gonna get rid of 1 of my bows. Now I'm going to pop the eagle, and I'm going to actually look at the current location. So my thinking here is that if this is a boon, I'm just going to leave it alone. If it's a monster, I'll explore into it. Okay. So we're going to explore into it, try to get value out of, you know, Sila's exploration here. Now here, Blessing of the Gods matches the Abadabadoo, so I've got a pretty good chance of getting it down, and I rolled just barely enough. I thought those were 3 1s, but I guess one of them was a 2 or a 7 or something. So we go again, and it's Detect Evil. Okay, well, I can just cast it if I pick it up, and it'll go away because I don't have the Divine skill, so that seems like a decent use of my time. It's a Hill Giant. Well, it is a giant, and I do get to encounter it, and I do have this Black Arrow longbow, so let's just take 97% odds. Hopefully not fuck it up. That was a pretty damn productive turn by Harsk. Please, can I not roll a 1? I've actually kind of rolled a lot of 1s here. Thank you, game. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, we're done here. Now we can scout. And it is the henchman. Yeah, Sila did not get to scout at all. All right, that's great. So should she be the one to fight this henchman? That's the question. I don't particularly see why not. She is good at the divine skill. Harsk isn't. Waiting for Harsk seems kind of weird. Let's do this. Let's flip a card. And is that going to be enough? 95% with a reroll is enough. Barely enough. My lord, on a pony. All right. So the roll for the wild card power. And now this should be a guaranteed. I can banish a card. That's actually interesting. So you have to consider this because you might be able to get rid of a blessing and get a better blessing from the box. But Kira's picked up several blessings here, so I'm just going to make a skill check here. And flipping a card should make this a guarantee. Now I have to remember to throw this long spear away. Am I going to do this? Yeah, let's do this. Blessing of Gorm is not that great, so let's get rid of it. Maybe I'll get a better blessing. If I don't, it shouldn't be the end of the world. Because I did get extra blessings. What is this now? Dexterity or Wisdom, non-combat, and it's an extra die if it's a character at your location. That is pretty damn good. All right, I'll take it. Now let's not forget to get rid of this long spear. And I'll keep the armor just in case. And there's Pallegina again. Harsk, do you need healing? You actually kind of need some healing there. You're looking a little bit peaked. So I'm going to just recharge Pallegina right away and get an extra card for Harsk. Amiri is... Oh yeah, she has one job here. She needs to get back to this place in case someone stumbles into the villain. She's got to be able to close this. Let's go ahead and recharge the staff. Oh yeah, it's the monsters. Did Sione get scrying yet? Oh my god, she still has not gotten scrying. Well then, all that fiddly-diddly for nothing. I guess we're fighting some diseased rats. Bummer, dog. That was a bummer. Oh, come on. Give me the fire damage so I can resist it. Oh, darn. She has 1 resistance to all damage. I'm not going to Spyglass yet because I know what the next card is. That seems kind of pointless. We're going to stay where we are because we need to close this location. Ezrin's up. So, Ezrin, I guess, needs to go to the temple because we're fine with this prison. Might as well go to the temple. I've got the Medusa Mask, so if I stumble into the villain, I'm fine. And I'm also good at picking up that swipe. Invisibility will not be necessary here. There's the villain. Okay, well this is actually good, because I can use the Medusa Mask to freeze him in place. Note that I'm doing this because nobody is currently in position to block the prison. Unfortunately, Sione moved away from the Thessalonian Library. If she hadn't... Oh wait, it's already closed. Never mind, I'm just talking out of my butthole. Alright, so we're going to finish closing, and I'm going to just use the Medusa Mask. When the villain's in the temple, it's really annoying in these scenarios because what's-the-face? The temple allows you to discard 2 cards to evade an encounter and go to the temple. But unfortunately, when the villain's in the temple, you can't use the temple's ability. Now, the thing here is, I don't have any extra explorations. I was thinking I could just check to see if I could find, like, the swipe. But there's just no way to get it, unfortunately. Because I can't explore again. So there's no point casting it. Well, maybe there is. Is there a haste? I think the haste is probably at the bottom of the deck, but let's try it. This is quite the Hail Mary here. Oh, there it was right there. Oh, my God. Okay. So I have to get specifically the haste. Which I don't think... Yeah, I don't think enough has elapsed. In order for me to be able to do that. Okay, I could cast Strength on myself. Yeah, if Ezrin fights the villain, he doesn't even need Strength. So yeah, let's just cast Strength on whoever, whatever, doesn't matter. Oh no, right, this is bugged where it doesn't give you the augmented spellbook till the end of the turn. God darn it. Alright. So that was just a pointless waste of time. There was Stride, which unfortunately is not Haste. Oh man, there's Swipe sitting right there. There's no way to get it other than to like evade the villain somehow and shuffle it and all this shit. So, yeah, there's nothing really I can do. Do I want to get any cards? I kind of would like some more combat spells, actually, because right now... oh, God, please let me... Oh, God, let me throw my card away. Oh, shit. It's not going to let me. Well, I got one more card. That should be enough. And none of them is fire, which is good. Alright, so, Sione, I guess is just going to go here. Is there any particular point in exploring? No? I guess I'll cast Augury just for the shits and giggles of it. Okay, the henchman was right on top. Wow. Hilarious. Alright, well, it's a really done deal here. This is pretty damn simple. So I am just going to go, I guess. Now, is this other? It's Yor. Okay, so I'll use it here. So let's use our biggest spell. Let's pop Mr. Temros. And this should be an auto-succeed to close the prison. I don't think there's any particular value to doing this, but bragging rights? I don't know. Actually, this was actually a mistake. It's legitimate, because I could have just as well temp closed it, but because I attacked it, now Mokmurian's going to be, you know, 1 difficulty harder. Ah, man, I've seen Swipe like 3 times, like at least, throughout my adventuring, and I have not been able to get it a single time. Well, we'll be able to get it from the box in Adventure Deck 5 if I can banish a spell, so I guess there's that. Let's go ahead and get rid of all my shit because I just want to pick up Blessings, and I don't know if she has any actual helping cards. Teleport, Veil Tamros, Acid Arrow. Veil Tamros is only your combat check, right? So she could teleport her... You know what? F it. Let's just do this. Can Kira take on one of the checks? So I don't need to go around all the way back to Ezrin. Yes, I think so. So we got everything in place. It's all done. There's only one open location besides the temple. Yeah, let's just end it now. Mokmurian! Alright, so we're gonna close that place. Let's temporarily close it. That should be enough. I don't need all this stuff. Now, I fail on a 1 in 120 chance, so we'll take those odds. And now, Kira will take the first fight, and then Ezrin will take the second. So we have a lot of extra blessings. You guys aren't going to be able to play all these blessings. Non-combat wisdom, wisdom or dexterity. Anybody got a fortitude by any chance? There's a fortitude one right there. So let's do that for 2 dice. I really want to make sure that she makes this. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh god, Harsk. Hang on. Shit, I totally forgot about this. I really forgot that Ezrin needs to make this check, because I don't want him to bury a d6 cards and reset his hand. Because he could actually die from that. He could literally die from that. I really shouldn't... Wait a minute, no, hang on. It's you. Oh, you. It's not Ezrin. Ezrin doesn't need to do it. Oh, yes! Oh, perfect. Okay, so never mind then. Harsk. Play that again. Thank you. Who's got lots of extra blessings? You've got 2 that you could use. Ezrin's got Jack Squat and Dickerdoodle. You don't have anything. You have 3 blessings, so you can definitely play one of them. Let's get Gorbachev over here. And yes, I only fail if I roll 4 1s or 3 1s and a 2. That seems very unlikely. Okay, so now I just gotta bury a card. I don't need both of these weapons. I definitely don't want the Flaming Mace, though. Well, it's a D8 plus 1. This is a D8 plus 1 with a reroll, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Flaming Mace, because I don't want to discard the Flaming Mace, because if I discard it, then I will subtract 1 from each die. Okay, so now let's pop the Long Spear, and I can't play both of these blessings on Ezrin's check, so I might as well play one of them. Harsk has a lot of stuff to do, so we can shoot that. We'll save the Black Arrow for Ezrin's check to get the check as high as possible, and that blessing. You have 2 blessings to play. Actually, I'm going to use the Wand of Enervation on Kira, because Ezrin's going to get all the other bonuses. So unfortunately, this does mean that I'm going to have to... I've always rolled maximum on this. I've rolled like 4 the last, I think, 3 times I've done it. Anyway, it does mean I'm going to have to re-roll all the shit, but that's fine. I think it's kind of important, actually, to make sure that Kira makes this check. And then I still want to save, you know, all my big stuff for the other thing. What is this? Recharge a card and discard a spell to add 1d4 to a combat check. Oh, that's nifty. I didn't realize. Now I'm gonna have to use the Flask of Shock. Wait, this is to combat checks against monsters by characters at your location. Oh, that's handy. So yeah, let's just do that. That actually works. I don't want to do Poog because that would give a -1 per die rolled, and you have more blessings than you know what to do with. So there's that. Why did that look weird? That looked weird when she did it. Oh no, I guess that's fine. All right, that's it. So 99%. I gotta get an 8 on these dice. Yeah, that was really close. In fact, if the Wand of Enervation had rolled lower, I would have failed that. That was way too close. Okay, now we're gonna pass off the check to Ezrin. So Ezrin's gonna do a Lightning Bolt. Then he's gonna do this Staff and discard Stride for an extra d4. Harsk is going to do a lot here. He's going to shoot this armor. He's going to bury this blessing. He's going to pop this thing, which gives a d8 +1 because it's a giant. She's going to play her other blessings. Boom, boom, boom. You've got a... Oh, you should have played a blessing on Kira's check. I missed that. She has 2 blessings here. And you play your 3rd blessing. Look at all these beautiful dice. Bam! Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And I will look forward to seeing you again soon. If you want to stick around for the final end of scenario reward ceremony, then please do, because that is coming up once all this shit finishes happening. Oh my god, it really doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't start the check with Ezrin. I was really tempted to just go around and do that, and then I was like, I don't feel like taking the time. And I'm glad I didn't, because he was going to have a much harder time than Kira making that fortitude check. Okay, so our reward is some loot and extra cards. Charmed Red Dragon. Oh, I love this one. This one's so great. You add 5 in the fire trait to any check, and there's a 1 in 12 chance that he gets banished and everybody takes fire damage to the location, so it's super awesome. Love that card. There's Mukmurian's Club, a very nice weapon. It's a d10 +2, and you heal a card when you defeat a monster with it, so that's a fan favorite weapon there. Robe of Runes is kind of a marginal card. It adds 2 to your intelligence check, and you can get a spell back by recharging it. It's marginal, but I probably will keep it just because Ezrin has so many items. Poison Blast is a nice pickup, 2d12. The poison trait's immune to a lot of monsters, but it's still a 2d12 is still really good. There's Things Garbage. Even adding 2 to Wisdom is not worth an item slot. And then we got Giant Bane Dagger 1, which is unbelievable garbage, but it's fine. None of those cards would have happened anyway, and I'm glad I got the Poison Blast and the Charmed Red Dragon. Next up, let's go ahead and get some card feats. So let's think about Sela. The more cards I take that are not weapons, the harder it is for her to find weapons. I don't really want to spell. More allies would be nice for some extra explores, though. Let's take a risk. Let's take 1 more card feat without taking weapon and just kind of see how it goes in the next adventure. Amiri is just going to take another item, though. Well, no, I can get another ally. How many more items does a woman need? I do have a lot of items that I want to keep, but I've also got some junk carrying around with me. Let's take another ally for some extra explores. Ezrin's maxed out on spells. I'm going to take another item. I want to make sure he can hang on to all of his items. Sione finally is maxed out on spells. I'm going to give her an item as well. I want to make sure that that we don't run out of item slots. Items are not like the strongest cards, but they're also the most annoying cards when you round out of slots for them. Okay, so Kira's in an interesting spot. I could do another weapon, but I'll take the same risk with her that I'm taking with Sela, especially because she has a bigger hand size. I could do another spell here. Let's do another spell. That's fine. Harsk here. Well, definitely not another weapon, so I guess we're just going to do another ally for some more explores. Alright, now let's see the deck building. This should be kind of interesting this time. So Sela found a couple of extra blessings, which means we can start getting rid of some of these basic ones, these basic bitches. Not the Iomade, though, because the Iomade is the rechargeable one. Norgorogugubur is good. Spell 1 is good. Caden Kalian is okay, actually. Huh, I guess she's got some pretty damn good blessings. Alright, well, let's let some other people then take this Milani and Shellin for a spin. Amiri... Okay, Aurori's a really bad one. And I guess I can get rid of 1 Blessing of the Gods, so she can have some of these Unity blessings. Okay, now the weapon, I've always in the past given it to Amiri, but let's play around a little bit. Amiri has a small hand size and doesn't go through her deck very fast, so she actually can sometimes just not even ever find it. Let's go ahead and give it to Kira. She's got some shit garbage in here, like this Battle Axe. It's terrible. right? D6. Oh, yeah, so let's give her the club. See how that goes. Okay, let's go back to Amiri for a second. She has an Elven Chain Shirt, which is not good, and she needs an ally. All right, Ezrin needs a spell, and he has an extra armor, which is garbage. Sione has an extra spell, which is Poison Blast, which is nice. She can finally get rid of Acid Arrow. Now, Ezrin, do you have... Oh, shit, I have a spell. Oh, God, that's annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. So I have this Acid Arrow now because I picked up Poison Blast from loot, so now Ezrin has to take this Acid Arrow. The other option is I can give Acid Arrow to Kira and try to, like, hope that I can find a weak monster to use Acid Arrow against. So when you use an untrained skill, it's a D4, so it would be a D4 plus a D10 plus 1. That's not going to do it for most things. This is a pretty risky maneuver, but I'll try it. I just really don't want Ezra to have another combat spell. I wanted him to have less combat spells, and getting an extra one's just annoying as hell. Alright, Headband of Wisdom is obviously terrible. We got more blessings here. Rory, I still don't want you. And I feel like... Okay, so I don't want to get rid of Sarenrae. Torag is definitely the weakest link, so we're going to get rid of that. Sarenrae is important, and because it's a recharge. Harsk needs an ally. Sione needs an... Oh, this... God, okay, you know what? This time the loot really screwed me. God, it screwed me so bad. I guess we're gonna give... I don't know. The stupid wand to Sione. Am I really not gonna get to take any new items from the box? Nope. I don't think I am. Oh, man, that was frustrating. This stupid fucking headband. Okay, so... What is left that I actually have to do? Oh, yeah, you have an extra weapon. This giant Bane dagger is garbage. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with all this, but I'm annoyed that the loot actually screwed me this time. By giving me loot, I was unable... The game prevented me from taking certain cards from the box. So I'm going to get to pull some allies, but I'm not going to get to pull as many spells or items as I would have liked. All right, well, so let's take a look at Amiri. She needs an ally. What's here? What's good? Okay, so blah, blah, blah. So one option you can do is you can just take a Mako or another banishable ally and then banish her in the next scenario. In the next scenario, we're going to be in Adventure Deck 5, so then we can take a card from Deck 3. Right now, I can only do Deck 2 or below. Okay, we got a bunch of junk. What's this? Lord Mayor Grabberass. That's a pretty cool name. Bury this card to examine your location deck and shuffle it. Okay, that's awful. God, that's terrible. It's like Mayor Kendra, but just... It's bury instead of banish, but who even gives a shit? That's such an awful effect. Alright, Rogue Ape. Add 1d6 to your combat check or 2d... Oh, that's terrible. It's like the tiger, but it's a discard instead of a recharge. Motherfucker. Okay, we've seen that. Yeah, So I'm getting to take... God damn it. I'm getting to take any ally I want in 2 different places, but there's no real great allies. I guess we'll take another banishable one and see if there's anything better next time. So, Sir Drock. Well, hang on. This requires me to have an ally in my discard. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Well, wait. I'm never going to have an ally in my discard card. Hold up. As Harsk? These are all rechargeable or put on top of your deckable allies. If I want to banish something, it'll need to be either a guard to block damage or the mayor. Alright. I'm being a little finicky here, but let's do the mayor. It's fine. There's no other banishable ones, are there? No? Okay. Then Ezrin does get to take 1 spell, so I can take another haste. You know what? I'm going to do another haste. That's just what I want. I just doubt that there's anything else here that I really care about as much as just getting a second haste, and I'm pretty sure I've looked through all these spells before. So we'll just take it and hope that I didn't miss anything terrible. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.